In every fandom there lives a line, a whispered tale that loves to rhyme, a story woven through space and time, of two bright stars whose fates align. And in this universe, half dream, half glow, the names that stir the cosmic flow are Sukai and Songyun, whose shows have long made hearts ignite like snow, catching sunlight in a silver bow. Fans had imagined them once before, in stories where sparks danced evermore, but nothing prepared them for the lore about to crash through heaven's door. It began like a sigh on a gentle night, with city lights humming soft and bright. The moon was warm, the wind felt light, and destiny tuned the stars just right. A single photo hit the scene, grainy edges, soft and unseen. Two silhouettes where the street was clean, walking close like a whispered dream. Fans blinked once, and then again, hearts skipping beats they couldn't explain. Was this the moment? Was this the sign? Was the universe crossing its line? And just like stories told before, this spark became something more, spreading fast from shore to shore. As fans prepared for the perfect lore, the next night wrote a wilder rhyme. Faster than gossip, quicker than time. A tiny cafe on Magnolia Street, quiet, golden, quaint, and sweet, became the stage for a scene complete. With stolen glances and heartbeat feet, Kai arrived in a midnight coat, confidence wrapped around his throat, while Songyun, soft and afloat, walked in like a song with a silken note. Their eyes held fire, calm yet deep, a warmth that could wake the coldest sleep. And the way they smiled, slow and real, was a language only souls can feel. A fan outside, with trembling hands, caught the moment, though she hadn't planned. Two shadows laughing, standing close, the kind of closeness people host, only for hearts they trust the most. She whispered, stunned, "Is this the storyline? The one that rhymes with every sign we saw before in scenes divine?" As the whispers grew into waves, the past rose up from fandom caves. Their drama shoots had long been done, but memories don't fade with the sun. Every behind-the-scenes clip spun, like prophecy begun to run. He passed her water in one old scene, smiling soft, protective, keen. She giggled shy in a moment serene, like a secret blooming evergreen. Fans replayed the clips all night, eyes wide open, hearts in flight. Look at the way he holds her tight. This chemistry simply can't be light. The fandom archives shook and glowed, as every past interaction showed a puzzle piece that, when bestowed, fit the story destiny wrote. And then the world tightened its breath when the universe arranged the next set. A red carpet rolled like a silken river, stars flashing in a shimmering quiver. Kai stepped out, tall, sharp, clean, a storm of calm, a sovereign scene. Songyun followed, a radiant queen, soft but fierce in silver sheen. They posed apart at first, polite, as cameras buzzed in frantic flight. But fate, that playful guiding light, had something planned for that very night. A journalist called. "Can we get you two together?" A simple question, light as feather. But the shift it caused, oh, none could measure. Kai turned, gaze soft and warm, as if drawn by a quiet storm. Songyun smiled, a tender form, like dawn unfolding after the norm. Standing side by side at last, they looked like a future and not a past, a moment too real, too deep, too vast, the kind of image meant to last. And then came the line that cracked the sky, the truth released without a sigh, the moment cameras froze to hear. Words delivered calm and clear. "We're happy. It's simple. Let the world write what it must." No denial, no deflection, just a soft, confirmed affection. And the crowd erupted, hearts undone, as if the moon had swallowed the sun. The fandom spiraled into delight, screens glowing through the endless night, tags exploding, timelines spun, reaction memes by the ton, people screaming, crying, stunned. Our ship has sailed. The race is won. Some fans danced like it was fate. Others stared in wholesome state, and many whispered, It's worth the wait. As if destiny had opened a gate. Rhymes from past stories resurfaced fast. The rumored glances, the laughs that last. The dramas where tension ran unsurpassed. All aligning like constellations cast. And in the quiet days that came, soft as wind and warm as flame, their world expanded with gentle claim. Walks in parks where blossoms grow. Quiet words only their hearts could know. No drama, no noise, no forced display, just ease and warmth in every day. Su Kai shielding her from rain, Tan Songyun soothing his playful strain. A partnership free of spotlight chain, just heart to heart in a pure refrain. Fans didn't need a public vow. The harmony was clear somehow, like threads aligned in cosmic flow. Their story rhymed in a steady glow. And so the tale, though born in dreams, grew stronger than simple rumor streams. It lived in hearts and fandom themes, woven tight in moonlit beams. Whether love or destiny's art, whether written in script or blooming in heart, their connection felt like the perfect start to a universe where they never part. And through each chapter's steady rhyme, their stardust bond survived all time. A tale remembered, sweet and sublime. A legend glowing beyond the climb. For in this world of fan-made skies, where fiction wears truth as soft disguise, the greatest stories crystallize in constellations of hopeful eyes. The night the rumor was born did not begin with thunder or fireworks. It began with a hush, a soft, trembling stillness that settled over the city like a velvet curtain waiting to rise. Even the streetlights glowed differently that evening, slightly dimmer, slightly golden, as if they too sensed that something quietly extraordinary was about to step into view. Magnolia Street was nearly empty at that hour, its cafes shutting down and its sidewalks still smelling faintly of roasted coffee beans and late-night pastries. A gentle fog rolled in, brushing the ground like a wandering spirit. It was the kind of night where secrets walked freely, wrapped in shadows that made them look poetic rather than forbidden. And then the silhouettes appeared. Two figures, distant at first, just outlines against the soft haze. A tall one with the unmistakable sharpness of confidence in his stride, and a smaller one with a light, almost dancing step, like someone who carried laughter in their pockets. They didn't rush. They weren't trying to hide. They walked as though they belonged in that moment, in that silence, in that frame of the universe. A passing cyclist slowed, blinked twice, and then nearly lost control of his handlebars. Another pedestrian turned her head, certain she recognized something familiar in the casual way the taller shadow tilted toward the smaller one, as though saying something only meant for her ears. But they kept their distance. Nobody approached. Nobody dared break the magic. A flicker of streetlight illuminated them just long enough to carve their faces out of the dusk, and that was all it took. A gasp carried on the air from somewhere behind a parked car. Someone had seen what they thought they saw: Su Kai's easy posture, Tan Songyun's soft smile. But the moment passed before certainty could fully form, swallowed again by the gentle fog. A young woman clutching a cup of bubble tea stood frozen, her drink slowly losing temperature in her hand. She wasn't sure whether to follow them or pretend she hadn't seen anything at all. Her heart beat with a rhythm she didn't understand, like witnessing a comet streak across the sky. Beautiful, rare, and almost unbelievable. Then came the sound that changed everything, a soft laugh. It wasn't loud. It wasn't meant to be overheard. But laughter carries in the quiet, and this one drifted through the air like a spark searching for something dry enough to ignite. It was unmistakably hers, light, fluttering, the kind that made people smile without even trying. His reply followed, lower, warmth folded inside every syllable, the kind of tone men only use when they're speaking to someone who softens them. They kept walking, step by step, shoulder almost brushing shoulder. Every tiny motion between them felt like a scene snatched from a movie. The way he leaned down slightly when she spoke, the way she tilted her head toward him as if trying not to let her smile escape too widely, the way their shadows merged and separated with each pool of light they crossed. None of it was dramatic. None of it was loud. And yet it was the loudest silence the city had ever heard. It was then that a phone camera lifted. The bubble tea girl, unable to resist the gravity of the moment, raised her phone slowly, silently. She didn't zoom in. She didn't run after them. She simply captured the shape of the moment, the silhouettes, the fog, the golden streetlight that framed them like a portrait of two people who didn't belong to the noise of the world, but to the tenderness of it. The photo came out grainy, blurry, more emotion than detail, more story than evidence. It looked like a memory someone had tried to hold onto too tightly, smudging it in the process. And yet it carried a clarity that needed no sharpness. She stared at the picture for a full minute, her breath shallow, her mind racing. 100 thoughts, 1,000 hopes, 1,000,000 possibilities. Was it them? It looked like them. It moved like them. It felt like them. She posted it. Not with a caption. Not with a claim. Just an image, floating into the digital ocean like a bottle tossed into the tide. And within minutes, waves began to crash. Even without confirmation, people felt something blooming in the image, something that didn't demand proof because it wasn't built from scandal or speculation. It was built from gentleness, from timing, from two silhouettes walking like they had the world to themselves. The rumor didn't roar because it was sensational. It roared because it felt true.